Hey Tim,
Hi, Wei Jie.
hey, we do not have many people joining. Other you and me, I think we probably need to continue this for a while. But this meeting is recorded, and then there's also an AI agent taking the note. So I think we just for these weeks we just start doing this, and then begin to involve more people. I just changed the time earlier today. Yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, yeah.
I thought you
So.
just answered also in the Discord, the one guy there, Pavel.
Yeah, yeah. I already log into Discord and I sometimes I got notification, I log in, but sometimes that notification did not reach me, then I just skip it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe let's start and this is recording and then just have a record in the future and then people can look at the recording and do things they want. So first thing I want to do is that I just copy the link that we have. I'm going to put it in the chat. And this is the main document for Smoot for community. And in this document, users can or readers can find different kinds of links like GitHub link and also the conference meeting link, Discord link at the end of this article. So this will be a good resource to know more about Smoot. And then Tim, I share the screen. Can you see the share screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there are a couple of pull requests and also a couple of issues. The first thing is to look at the pull request. And of course, the biggest pull request is the significant project restructuring and refactoring. And this one, if you open it up, there are 431 file changes. So this is a big check-in. So just want to walk through this, and if this is good, we're going to check it in. We're going to accept it, and then from this time on, the new structure will take effect. So basically, we have if you look at the directory structure here, we have the agent, we have the API contract, and also these are removed. The one that has a minus sign here, these are removed. We basically put the contract in initially every programming language contract is at the top directory, but we now move it to the second layer. So we have a contract directory, and then these and the Rust and the Solidity are kind of under the contract directory. So these have been removed. And then there's a deployment directory that describe the Docker file format and then some of the configurations in the deployment. And then there's also a design directory that's new added in, and then the relayer directory. And then requirement are some of the dependencies. And then there's a SDK directory as well. And then there's a service directory. And that's basically the new structure that we have for this pull request. So do we want to go into detail or we just take it as is? This has been tested, and then should we just accept this as is and then move on?
Yeah, let's accept it.
Okay, cool. Cool. Let me design. Let me approve. Merge. Hopefully merge is successful. Confirm. Right. Cool. This is great. Yeah, it's even with these many
Yeah,
changes.
I
Yeah.
see it reflected on my side as well.
Okay, cool. There's no conflict. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so this is a pull request 21, and then we go to issue list here. This one we're going to close this one. PR21. Cool. Well, Tim, the one good thing about fewer participants is that approval is easier. It can easily take hours to debate on these acceptance. Okay, so
joined by Mary.
oh man,
Hello, Wicca.
hey man, it's good. Did you hear my kind of joke?
No, what was your
Oh,
joke?
okay. We just accepted a pull request of
Was it a
431.
joke or a reality?
Well,
It's
no,
like,
my comment was a joke. We just accepted a pull request of 431 file changes, and then Tim
no,
and I
the
yeah, I would
refactoring.
yeah, the refactoring one. And then I was joking with Tim that when there are fewer people to vote and to kind of to be a reviewer, it's easier to accept changes. Otherwise, this kind of pull request easy thing can take hours or even days to get approved. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And break
okay.
everyone else's open PRs.
Yeah. Okay, so we have that accepted, and then if Melis, if you see something wrong or don't like it, you can reopen the issue,
Is
and
there
then we
is
can yeah.
no I want to ask for a brief overview of how this all fits in, or is it just loose standing services that runs? Because I'm still a bit lost in the repo if I have to think of how to bring in more smart contracts. I guess all of them speak to one gateway, but are they supposed to speak to one gateway? So I'm still, yeah, I'm
Uh,
still a bit lost with your repo.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go into that. Let's check a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So this is the new ones, right? So if it's just contract, right? So we have tons of things here because this is the whole the almost the whole thing. So there's an agent here, and then there's a this app, for example, this app here is the tab, including the UI. So all the UI or implementation of any decentralized application are in this directory, and then all the contract are in this directory. And originally, originally we have this Polygon and SoroBank here. And then you're asking the question, how does everything fit in, right? So the
So do
let me
you
see.
want me to make a contracts harmonia there and keep it separate?
Yeah, and for this now, for at this time, there's a Harmonia directory here, and then
No, I
you
saw.
have
I'm
yeah,
just seeing that, okay, like your contracts looks much different than mine.
exactly.
Okay. Because you merged something big just now, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the reason is that because we don't know how to merge it yet, right? So that's why your contract is deep here, like here, right? You have a bridge, Harmonia, cross-chain interop, and then contract here. Then your contract are here. So we need to merge it into the top layer there. So we are not going to have Harmonia, cross-chain interop,
Yes.
and then
Okay,
contract.
so if you go back to the bridge contracts, sorry,
Yeah.
if you go, this is what I'm trying to do, or think of how I can do this. In the contracts. Okay, so do you want to, because these contracts are Corda contracts and they are Fin peer-to-peer, which is not there, but I will add it. Fin peer-to-peer contracts, it is Ethereum contracts, which is your block headers. So do you want me to keep them separate as a structure for each chain, type of chain?
Yeah, I think this is I think I'm still debating on this one. If at this time it seems that uh, this contract is based on programming languages, right? So so there are two ways we can do. One is that we have the top layer here, this directory here as programming language specific. Then underneath it, then they could be chain can organize by chain types
Or
because
by
different chain.
use case, because this is starting to get, I see, what happened to the Rust contracts? There was Rust and Solidity contracts, right? Do you still have
Yeah,
Rust contracts?
Rust contract is so this is Python. Yeah, we don't have those there yet. That's why I'm trying to need to add more here.
All right.
add more here. So I'm wondering if the harmonia can be well, I think at least you can have a contract here, and then maybe by programming language first, and see how
Okay,
that
so
thing
they're all
goes.
Solidity. That's very easy. But there is quite an overlap, which I guess doesn't matter if we keep them separate. I'll dump them under Solidity contracts. What I'm saying is there's other Solidity contracts in this repo that I saw, like a WMB gateway and things like that. Message bridge contracts. So there's sort of a overlap. Sorry, I'm looking at what there was. Because
Okay.
that gateway implements the same functions, and I might need to yeah, it's sorry, you just merged a very big PR, so I looked at different thingies, but those are all suppose the interfaces. I will have to use a common one, right? This is my thing.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, now I'm looking more on this. But this is also Solidity. I think if that's the case, we probably should separate them, because this is transaction based, right? It's a bit different from the
This is
event based.
event-based and transaction-based for
And
Corda and for Ethereum.
it both are here?
If you look in the libraries, this top layer will give you what is implemented. But if you think there's one for Corda, there's one for Ethereum, and I can add another one for peer-to-peer. But they are different. This is just the libraries that get used for different implementations of that. If you go one up, so I just want to show you what there is. And it's all the signature and all those things that you need. And then there's an interop manager. If you go down, there's an interop. Scroll a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I just want you to scroll a little bit down. So this is the one that will give you your inbound call and your outbound call, and sort of keep track of remote source networks, and that sort of thing. So there might be an overlap with a gateway contract here. I'm not sure. So I probably will have to go look where you implemented like inbound call. This is why I'm scared to throw it in the same directory, because there's a lot of overlaps. But if you go back to the contracts, there should be the general, I think it's the cross-chain messaging one that is badly implemented here, messaging.
Oh.
Which it has different schemes that you can implement here. So this is where you can see there's actually two different ones for Corda, which is one is a DTCC custom thing they made us make, and then which is a Corda transaction attestation and a block header, Ethereum block header proof. So there's already two schemas in here. Did you also implement the block header or not? Did you always just implement the relay?
No, we did not implement the block header. No, because we know you have been implementing that one. No, we don't.
So do you want to keep these layers, these cross-chain messaging, cross-chain function call? They come out of the spec after all. If you go one layer up to the contracts again, do you want to keep these contracts and maybe bring other solutions into this?
Yeah. We definitely want to keep these the block header contract. We definitely want to keep them.
No, I mean the layers, because
the layers. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a function call layer and a messaging layer. One would deal with the decode and verify, and one will deal with the inbound call and outbound call. We didn't do the gas thing or the task manager thing, but we do have authentication parameters that we verify. So again, there's things that feels to me like they sort of EA general. So shouldn't all the solutions here, or more than our solution, our Harmonia solutions, shouldn't more of them use this? Or should I adapt these to use what you already have?
Yeah. Maybe we should spend some time because when I look at the one we have, right, it's also not generalized yet. Because I was hoping that if you look at this one, right, if you look at this one, the contract here, I think now it's very like status specific. You have two chains here. It's very status specific. So one thing I was thinking, that's why I separate the harmonium one from this one. I was hoping that we can kind of consolidate them and maybe have a unified structure here, and then separate the framework, and then from the application specific contract. So that's what I was thinking. But we at this time they're so
But then
different.
by
that-
use case, Wija, then it should be
Yeah.
by use case, right? So you
Yeah,
might
but
have two solidity folders here that a generalized solution will use both of them. Oh yeah, I'm still not a little bit unsure. Just go into one of those directories. Sorry, I've not
you mean
seen
you mean here?
this.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. At this time, the use case and they are separated under that directory. Actually, this one would be like just this one is better rename as a contract solidity, and this one would be like Python or
Okay, okay.
yeah.
It was,
And
I think it was Rust and solidity. Okay,
yeah,
so there's the bridge, the message bridge contract. So if you go quickly into that there,
which one, the messaging or
yeah,
the
there's no
okay, yeah.
message bridge contracts. So see there, I think in the contracts, you have things like a gateway.
Yeah, this will be similar to, yeah, this is similar
Yeah.
to
This is
what
what I'm
you
saying.
have.
So,
Yeah,
so we might share common interfaces, right?
yeah, yeah.
Under
Under interfaces, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so maybe we want to rip those interfaces out of the different use cases, you know, so where we would have contract solidity, they would be these, definitely the cross-chain verifier, which for us was the cross-chain function call interface,
Mhm.
and the messaging layer interface. So there must be, feels to me, because they're all going to use the EA, or aren't they? Are we going to duplicate these interfaces?
No,
shouldn't-
if we can merge them, that'd be great. We don't need to, I think we need to try to avoid duplicating those interfaces. But then
I
we need to
also
change the names here as well, right?
No,
Like
this is, do I change your code, or do I change the Harmonia code to blend in here? How stable is this? How happy are you with this already?
well, this is very stable, actually. This is
Okay.
very stable, yeah. Very, very stable. Actually,
Encoded.
this
Yeah, okay.
yeah, a lot of these are in production actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Also for us. If it's an EEA aligned, then it is definitely also for us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that should be, it should be the same. The decode and verify one, which would be the messaging layer. Just open the EEA one again.
Yeah. These are defining the spec function calls, actually, the interfaces only. Yeah. I think they're implemented somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to see, is the inbound, yeah, the inbound call. Oh, I see, it's multiple interfaces in one file. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's one. There's the out call and inbound call. Okay, now I got it. Okay. So,
Yeah, there's outbound and inbound, actually. Yeah, they are. And these are events, actually. They are
no,
inbound.
definitely common.
Yeah, it's here.
Use. So I might make a common use case under contracts, which is Polygon, which should be Solidity. Maybe make
Yeah.
a common folder there and put the contracts interfaces that we share in there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, you can look at these interfaces. I think it'd be good. I think it's good that team
No,
label
they're the
this as
same.
IE.
They're in the spec.
Yeah.
They come just out of the spec. They're exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a copy paste, and I think yeah. If you can kind of extend these interfaces to the case you have, that'd be great. Yeah. Okay.
And then
So
how would that be enough as a first step, just to have the contracts? Because you know what they implement, right? They got many libraries that come with them, and they're quite long and blah blah blah. But you know what they implement. So is there a common app that's going to use these contracts, or should I worry about that, or just look at getting the contracts merged first?
yeah, the app we have is the NFT market contract. This NFT market was the one that had been implemented. If you look at this one, it's
So
the
this is your
contract.
application layer contracts, am I right?
Yeah, this is application layer contract. And then
Got it.
we also have the use this one. This is the public, this is HTML here. So we have the user interface as well. For
Wait,
GUI.
go back to the contracts for this. Sorry, I just want to see what the application thingy. So this is
Oh,
what's
yeah.
gonna get. Go back to the one up. Apps.
Here.
No, I want go inside that directory to the contracts, to the source, to the contracts, source.
Yeah. These are the model.
Where are
These
the
are the UI.
contracts?
No, there's no
Oh,
contract
so,
here. There's no
there's no
contract here.
contract. Okay.
Yeah.
So where's your
yeah.
application layer contracts would not be split out here? Okay, so this is what I mean with the application layer contract is the one that might be calling outbound call or that might be called through the remote, through the messaging system. So for us, that would be a token contract or a XCP manager contract.
Okay.
Did you separate that anywhere or?
Yeah, it's
see-
separated. Yes, it's separated. Let me in our example, it's separated. If you look at here, contract, it's the one that implement contract, the user level contracts here. So you can see that this one would kind of
This is where I
extend.
wanted to be. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the one that actually call the EA and others contract extend from there, and then they will.
And then your UI, your UI talks to this.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. They
Okay,
talk
got
to
it.
the NFT market contract. Yeah. So
Do you want to
basically,
keep the same
yeah.
app style to talk to our contracts as well?
If possible, yes, I think it's if possible.
Okay, maybe make that a second step after I get the contracts sort of sorted out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be sort of the same. Yeah, okay. So if I can follow the same as one of your old other apps, we can maybe start to, or you can say I rather want to do the app because it will do exactly the same thing, right? It will wait for events, and process them accordingly. I don't think I'm going to build a UI for it, Ouija. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. I think that the team kind of agree that the people who check in this code and that team agree that the contract should be separated, and so it's but maybe it need to be reshuffled. Somehow I feel that it was not done this way. It's like programming language specific. It's maybe we can have a framework, and then we have a user level, application level smart contract, a framework application level, and then we can have different chains under framework and under application. But that would be complex as well. So at this time, it seems that it's programming language, and then under programming language, there's a framework specific, then application specific.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so that one, yeah, maybe it will take some time, and I think that's the reason I have a separate folder for Harmonia. I know it's going to take a while too.
Oh, I think I will be able to get the contracts sort of aligned for you if I can split out some of those interfaces. Yeah, and then if you look at the services, the cross-chain interop, if you go in, no, if you go into there and you go, sorry, you only brought over the contracts, right? So I'll get that in the right place for you. But the application we must maybe speak about because to go write the whole application, if it's not easily generated, then it will take a long time. We can maybe or not reuse or even copy a type of application that you already did there on how you want to simulate this to solutions, because the Solidity code is there, but you still need coordination of events and knowing which chains to send these applicable to proof for it. And yeah, and there's a Corda sec thing to build a Java app to build a Corda proof in Harmonia that's also going to have to go in somewhere that I didn't know how to build. I wasn't going to build it over into Node. So we used code that was already given to us in Java, sort of under the Corda test environments. So that's another part of thing that might need to have to come over. Things that builds proofs, because it gets a bit more complicated with Corda, and you like relayers. These two solutions use actual proofs. So they need the proof generators as well.
Okay, okay. I think the quota one, I think last time we were not sure if we want to
No, there was two different things. There was what Corda proposed and what Adara proposed. What we proposed for Corda is in the EA spec, and this is in production.
okay.
HLX runs this with Finality currently in production environment. So I think it's very useful. It's going to be a separate application, a proof generator that you need to start off for your Corda thing. So it's not that much. We have a public signer now, Signare, that we can plug in. So there's already end-to-end working with all of this. It's just to be able to get it into an application a smooth application, those functionalities. I wouldn't rewrite the proof generators. I will keep them as separate. They are always separate in no matter what framework you look at.
Okay, cool. And here we have another, actually you only see the contract because that's the one that originally I put it there. And then there are other ones that I think maybe we can review and accept it if you think that this needs to get in as well. There's a API, this API config, the source as well adapter. This I think the proof is also here, right? This is the
Is this
application code.
Harmonia stuff?
This
Yes,
Harmonia.
Yeah. Okay, this
So
is a Java. This is a JavaScript and Node.js service, right?
yeah.
A lot of this would probably go into a Smoot application, right? I wouldn't just copy this over, to be honest, except for the proof generators.
Okay. So should we just can we put these into like Harmonia directory and then we can port some move? Yeah.
Maybe, but you can merge it in there, but I wouldn't just use it as a standalone service in Smoot. I will definitely make effort to rewrite this.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. But that's definitely the case. That's why we have a separate directory for Harmonia in the Smoot repo. Yeah. So if let's say I put this in.
So maybe you want to have a third-party directory or I don't know, provers. No, it's not a prover. It's a or something that generates EEA compliant proofs.
Yeah, and that is why we have this. Then maybe accept this one then, so that we won't lose it. Okay, just a moment.
Sorry, I'm milking you for a lot of information now that I know.
I know you. Actually, I'm very cautious when I was reading a Harmonia code because you can see I ported one piece at a time because
Yes. It's just what Corda proposed there, what R3 proposed we weren't going to do, because that is a very witness model, and we tried, our solutions was always trying to avoid that extra layer. And there is already a solution like that that you did, right? Like you do relayers. There's already a solution.
Yeah, I think we do have SDKs and services here. I think if it's a generating proof, they can be. I feel like services here, and then you can label it. Yeah, like for example, scan service. Yeah, we have like NFT market. We put it there. Root service, multi-sig service. We put it over there. So I think proof generator can be here.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So
for us, it's I don't know if we built it into our Ethereum gateway that it can generate proofs, EA compliant proofs for an event that it processed. So for us, it was sort of built into an existing service for us already.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So if we can look at the Harmonia directory, and now it should be. Let me see. Yeah, there are more stuff here now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can extract these and put
Yes.
into services. That'd be cool. Yeah. So and then we can, there are issues, then we can and then I have one question, Amanda, is about the other pull request here. That just let me leverage this one. Let's close this one. Then we have more things than
What we have done in our repos, but I don't know if this is something you might want to consider because you sit in a different environment like LFDF. We would make a repo like this for the services or for things, the actual code, and then we will have a wrapper repo that contains things like Bezier services, Corda services, the things that starts up these networks.
yeah, yeah.
But
I
it
think
has to be
that's
in the same repo here. It was under Harmonia. There's basically, how do you start up the networks that you need?
yeah. This
Deployment.
is it's a Besu services here. This is the one that starts the Besu node, right? So I put
What do
it
you
here.
use for your solutions?
We don't use it for now, but this is
Oh,
a case we because this at this time we only kind of bridge to public chains, right? And this is I put Besu here because I think we want to solve the kind of private chain issue of the connection, and then we can ask them to start Besu and run the private chain themselves, and then we can connect them. And that's why we have the directory here, so that we can. So
no,
these
basically you
can
can
be.
connect to public chains. There's no problem.
Yeah. I know. Basically, can connect to public chain. That's what I'm saying. We leave this here so that they can start their own chain, and then they can connect private to private or basically private to public. No problem. So this
So
is just.
can we maybe move that out to a different directory? It feels to me this is not, is it a service? Out of like, I mean, because you're not going to have a wrapper repo like we have generally in our repos. So would you also throw it under services, or is this more a test environment, a sandbox? What do we called it? It's not actually services that's needed like provers or verifiers, or this is your networks, your basic infrastructure, maybe an infrastructure folder. Places where we can go and start up Bezier nodes or a Corda node or a Polygon node if you have Polygon solutions in here.
Oh,
Not just the Bezier node, because Bezier can't connect to Polygon.
okay. Well, okay. I think that's a good point. So it's either tester or sandbox or well, infrastructure should be the relayer, should be the bridging part. That's what we call infrastructure. And this is just a test case. Maybe this is how
Yeah,
do we
maybe
call it?
test. It sits in all of our folders also as test, and then setup. It's to test setup, and then you get all your service things that you can set up.
Okay, and that test should be more than just starting a basic network, right? That test should be bigger than that because that
Yeah.
test should be
The
start a
setup in
service.
there will be your basics, and then the rest of that folder is, well, when we have stuff to test, I guess we can write tests.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, why don't we just put the test over here, and then we can put
Okay.
the basic over there. Yeah.
I can
So do
maybe
you,
like just modify it for you a little bit because I think that came out of Harmonia. Just that we have a bit more nodes. You don't need to use them, right? If they're defined in the Docker container, you don't have to start all of them up. But it helps to have them with different private keys. That if you want to run some simulation where you need more than one validator in your network, it becomes important for us. Example now, it's all these interrupt solutions and comes out, but very few people talk about how to maintain the configuration that's needed for them.
yeah,
So yeah, 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 I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping way too many things at the same time. Let's first take it before we get to testing those kind of scenarios. And in that case, I would need more validators because if I'm going to rotate the validator set, rotating it by one. Firstly, when am I going to rotate the set? It must be in the same block that that validator set is changing. I must emit the event. Otherwise, a different set of validators is going to sign that block header. So, and all those things, sometimes you need a bigger pool of validators to test these things. So this is why I'll put in more basic services even when we don't have to start them up.
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, if we can create that test directory, that'd be cool. We don't have that right now. Yeah. Tam has a question. Hi, Tam.
And it just got clarified at the end. Yeah, I was just going to reemphasize that it should exist, if anywhere, in the kind of test folder somewhere, because the layer one or the kind of network level things are not strictly in scope for Smoot itself. I understand why you might want to have it there just kind of for testing and configuration, things like that. But yeah, I think it should be kind of put aside somewhere in a testing folder and not part of the kind of core Smoot infrastructure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, agree. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, man, this is great. I don't know. I don't think you're throwing too many things on me. I find this you actually solved some of the puzzles I have. So that's good.
Okay, good. Oh.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, and then we so you're going to create that test directory, right? At the top level. Do you know you haven't the pull request? You need to have like a sign off code. So you may want to practice that because people who check in code
To
here.
sign requests. Yeah, I work for a professional company. All our commits needs to be signed.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
In
that's cool.
Finality's GitHub repos, you have to sign twice.
Okay. Okay, so this is good. And then there are some of these things are just leave it open here. This you may see it because the the bot itself scan our code and then saying that hey, some of the packages are not up to date, but they have recommended so many changes. So we'll just leave this open here. Yeah, I'm not
We
sure
have
you
the same thing every week with all our repos, which are it's to have a certain checkbox clicked off that we have constant vulnerability scanning. They're gonna prompt these things up for you every week on your repo.
Okay, so what do you do? What do you do? You
Painful.
just ignore them or
You
you just
resolve it. We got a special guy in our company that goes and resolve dependencies on repos.
Oh, wow.
It's no joke. Yeah, it is because we automated so much of it, and you should. This is small. This is going to be small. It's just a Pendabot, right? We got
Yeah.
Trivi scans, and like even the linter can give you lots of nonsense. But we got sort of automated. It's not that impressive, but it runs sort of audits and those kind of things, scans, vulnerability scans in the background for you, so that when Finality asks us for a specific, or our clients ask us for a specific report, we can say like, you give them actually where it ran in the cloud. You give them a link to in what container this log is kept and the commit hash for which it was done. And that's a way for us to manage these things. So there's also a reason why we automated a lot and eventually it made a little bit more work for another
Okay.
person.
Okay. So at this time, we probably do not have bandwidth. What I will let the team know, and let them look at it, and see how many of these things can be resolved. The changes that I recommend is quite quite a few.
Yeah.
Then this one, this one is good, have only one file change, and then they have like this one have 4. And this one had 2. Okay, it's not, I think it's still manageable. Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll ask the team to take action on this one. Thank you. And there's one more issue here. So we need to write a blog for Harmonia and Smoot merger. So I'll start working on that, and manage we can have a draft ready maybe next week. Do you think that's possible? And then you can make some changes on the GitHub as well.
Yeah. Where do you going to put this blog in the repo?
I think we should have a document.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to share it maybe with us that we can write it together, or you can start, like I say, with the introduction, tell me which part you want me to write or whatever. It's like maybe via email then, or how?
Okay, let's do well. The reason I mentioned this here, one reason was that in the charter, it's mentioned that all the documentations should be open source, and then should be released as soon as they are ready. Okay, so but this
So we
is a
keep it
blog.
in the repo then? Do you want to make a docs
Yeah.
folder?
Yeah, if it's a doc, it need to be in repo. But if it's just a blog, I'm not sure blog belong to the doc or not.
I don't know. I'm not a blogger.
Okay. Yeah. But let's start from email then. Let's see how things go. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I'm
the
pretty
check.
sure Pete would like to also have an input there if it's
Oh
something
yeah,
that
yeah,
goes public. Yeah.
yeah. Well, let's start early. Then we ask Tam and Pete to look at that further. Yeah, to make it more like a marketing or more like a formal blog.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for today's main topic. Do you have anything else, Tim? Do you have anything else you want to kind of mention here?
Nope, nothing from my side.
Yeah. Okay, Meredith, do you have anything else? Otherwise, we can kind of close this meeting and then
No, I'm
work on
good.
the
Thank you
PRs.
for all the
Yeah.
explaining. I appreciate. I think I have a better
Well,
idea of how I can help here.
okay. Well, thank you. Let's close this call, and then we'll work on the blog and also work on the PRs that we mentioned.
Cool.
Well,
Thank you,
thank you.
Vito.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.